Well, it looked like Caitlin Clark is ringing bells yet again, this time making another exclusive list. And this is the second list that she has made this offseason. This time is dealing with Forbes top 25.
This is absolutely wild. Caitlin Clark has just been officially named one of Forbes' 25 most powerful women in sports, and the WNBA might not be ready for it. Forbes ranked her at number 4, and you could practically hear the league's collective teeth grinding, because let's be honest, envy is in the AI, so let me ask you this. How long before the rest of the WNBA admits the truth? Caitlin Clark isn't just another player. She's the brand that's keeping the league relevant. Forbes just dropped their top 25, and guess who's standing shoulder to shoulder with global icons? Yep, Caitlin Clark. The same Caitlin that half the WNBA spent last season calling overrated is now sitting proudly at number 4 in the entire country. And you know what that means? A tidal wave of envy is about to hit.
But the article goes on to say Caitlin is named on Forbes America's most powerful 25 women in sports.
Man, Forbes didn't hold back on this one. They straight up called Caitlin Clark the face of a new era in women's sports. Collision, we're talking $8 million in endorsements, record-shattering TV ratings, and a fan base so massive it's literally crashed ticket sites multiple times. But here's the wild part, some players still act like she's just another guard. Please, Forbes doesn't put just another guard next to names like Serena Williams and Simone Biles that, let's be real for a second, this isn't just about money anymore. It's about pure influence. When you start showing up on lists usually reserved for billionaires and CEOs, that's not hype, that's power. Caitlin Clark isn't just changing stats, she's changing the culture. Glowing starfire.
Record-breaking college basketball career into early dominance in the WNBA. Her estimated $8 million income from her rookie season with the Indiana Fever was bolstered by big deals like Nike, Wilson, Gatorade, and signals and shift in how female athletes are being valued.
Now, the reaction across the WNBA, exactly what you'd expect. A loud, echoing silence. Oh, they saw it. Every single one of them saw it. They just didn't dare say a word. Not one official team account even bothered to retweet the Forbes list. And that's how you know it hit deep, because somewhere inside, they know Forbes was right. Caitlin Clark is the reason some of those arenas even had fans in the seats this season. She was selling out games in cities that couldn't fill half a section before she showed up. You'd think that kind of impact would earn a little respect, right? But nope. Some players are still out here throwing side-eye on social media, muttering, "We all bring value." Sure, but let's be honest, one of you brought millions of new viewers, and that, my friends, is a completely different kind of value.
Season, it's gonna be legendary, bro. It truly is. It's gonna be something like we never seen before. I'm calling it right now. That's how much faith I got in CC, bro. CC's she like that.
Forbes didn't just drop Caitlin Clark's name on a list. They broke down exactly why she deserves to be there. They explained how she's effortlessly turned a record-shattering college career into early, undeniable dominance at the pro level. Translation? She's achieving in one season what others can't manage in a decade. Forbes highlighted the lineup of elite brands that raced to partner with her: Nike, Wilson, and Gatorade, the heavyweights. And let's be honest, those companies don't just hand out deals for fun. They saw what everyone else saw. The Caitlin Clark effect, that it's almost funny. So many players spent months complaining about how much attention she was getting. But now that she's officially on Forbes' list of the most powerful women in sports, good luck pretending she doesn't exist. The same people rolling their eyes at her interviews are now scrolling through that list, silently fuming. They saw it. They just won't admit that the so-called overhyped rookie now outranks their entire league in global influence. And the timing? Absolutely crucial. This Forbes bombshell drops just as the WNBA is knee-deep in negotiating its new CBA deal, with players demanding higher pay, more revenue share, and greater respect. Then boom, Caitlin Clark gets crowned as one of the most powerful women on earth. You can't script that better. She's literally the walking embodiment of everything the league claims to want, and simultaneously the target of their resentment. Honestly, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert should be sending her flowers every week. Without Caitlin Clark, those TV numbers would look like a quiet Sunday morning. Every time she steps on the court, the league trends. Every time she speaks, Headlines follow. That's not luck. That's pure, unstoppable star power. And now Forbes has made it official. The article flat out said it. Caitlin Clark represents a new market for women's sports, one where influence matters just as much as titles. Think about that. She's number 4, sitting right below billion-dollar legends, and that's not just success, that's seismic impact. Meanwhile, some players are out here posting cryptic tweets like the media crowns who they want. Yeah, they do, and they crown the one who single-handedly filled your arenas. Even the WNBA's PR team looks lost, because how do you promote a team-first league when one player is the reason every positive headline exists? You can't. So they pretend she's just one of many. But Forbes proved she's not. Caitlin Clark has crossed into mainstream celebrity territory. She's showing up at golf events, charity galas, and national interviews. No PR script, no league babysitting. And that's exactly why jealousy is running wild. She doesn't need the league. The league needs her. The irony? Her success lifts everyone. When Forbes writes about her, the WNBA gets mentioned. When she sells out arenas, everyone gets paid. But instead of celebrating that, some players treat her like the problem. That's envy for you. It makes you resent the person who's actually helping you win. And let's be honest, the numbers don't lie. Caitlin's name delivered record attendance, record merch sales, and the highest viewership in league history, all in her first season. That's not hype, that's a power shift. You could feel it the moment she stepped onto a pro court. Suddenly, brands were writing bigger checks. Networks were fighting for broadcast rights, and even small market teams became must-watch. When Forbes calls her one of the 25 most powerful women in sports, it's not just about basketball. It's about a cultural revolution. She's propelling women's sports forward without asking for anyone's permission. While others are tweeting about respect, she's getting ranked next to global icons. That's the difference between making noise and making history. And when the Forbes list dropped, the silence was deafening. Barely a single public congratulations from within the league. Some players liked a few posts, but no one dared to say her name. That silence spoke volumes. A player getting ranked above owners, execs, and Olympians should have been a league-wide celebration. Instead, it was scrolling thumbs and clenched jaws, the same routine every time she wins. Breaks records? Silence. Sells out arenas? Silence. Now Forbes makes it official, and it's still silence. Here's the kicker. Forbes didn't rank her on hype or potential. They measured real results, endorsements, media reach, and economic influence. Caitlin Clark checked every box. She's not just hooping. She's running a global brand before turning 25. Nike's prepping her signature shoes. Wilson's releasing her own basketball line. Gatorade's putting her in the same spotlight as top-tier male athletes. Meanwhile, the rest of the league are still fighting for basic pay raises. The contrast? Absolutely brutal. This list proves what fans have said all along. The WNBA doesn't have a marketing problem. It has a jealousy problem. Instead of capitalizing on Caitlin's success, the league acts defensive, trying to control the narrative instead of surfing the wave. But here's the truth. You can't control a cultural shift this massive. Caitlin Clark is the narrative. She's the reason little girls are buying Fever jerseys, the reason ESPN moved games to prime time, and the reason the WNBA is even part of the national conversation. Forbes even spelt it out. Her success signals a fundamental change in how female athletes are valued. That's not flattery, that's fact. She's forcing brands to rethink their entire approach to women's sports. Yet instead of celebrating her, some corners of WNBA social media keep downplaying it, saying there are more powerful women who don't get media attention. Sure, but none of them are packing 18,000-seat arenas on a Tuesday night. The envy practically oozes through the screen. They want her spotlight, but not her workload. People forget how much pressure she carries every night. She's not just playing for wins, she's carrying the image of the entire league. And still, she handles it all. No ego, no drama, no messy quotes. Just consistency, discipline, and elite performance. That's why it drives people crazy. She doesn't chase attention, it chases her. While others subtweet, Caitlin Clark is rewriting history, brick by brick, deal by deal, record by record. And the Forbes honor isn't just a trophy. It's a blueprint for every young athlete. Combine skill, marketing savvy, and humility, and you can build your own empire. No gatekeepers required. That's why the jealousy cuts so deep. Caitlin Clark didn't wait for permission. She brought her own spotlight, and it's not going anywhere. The Forbes list didn't reveal something new. It confirmed what everyone already knew, but refused to say. The WNBA needs Caitlin Clark far more than she needs the WNBA. Fans love her because she's authentic. Brands love her because she delivers. The media loves her because she moves numbers. That's the ultimate power trio. So when Forbes named her one of the 25 most powerful women in the world, it wasn't just a headline. It was a cold, undeniable reality check. For the players who still think she's overhyped, the execs who once undervalued her, and every critic who thought her fame would fade after college. Spoiler alert, she's only getting bigger. And the WNBA can't hide its envy anymore.